driver number 94. We also have some big racing videos out here. Vantage point. Next to one of those Mid-Vid. So prior to the event starting, then the Mid-Vid. Get this taken care of. Get those head out to their equipment. They'll get a quality job on their recording. Get those head on quickly to you.
Here comes the 56 out of Polk. That is Lisa Dudley. The 07X out of Crestline is going to be Lacey Campbell. Out of Elmore, driving the number 4J is John Avers. And I believe we got one more making its way down to the track. And the number 61 out of Mansfield is going to be Bentley Hall. Now, it looks like most of the drivers tonight do have a passenger in the passenger seat. The youth class, that is one thing. They Start out with a driver in there, an adult that's in the passenger seat. The drivers, got to keep in mind, these drivers are between the age of 12 and 16. If they are 16, they are not to have a driver's license out here. But these are the youth drivers that are still in training, you might say. So that's why they do have the passenger out there to kind of give them some tips of the trade and help them along. Looks like we do have the track secure. The drivers are ready. The referees are saying they're ready. So folks, if you would, help me give them a countdown, starting with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them go. And they're off and running here at the Smash It, Crash It, Tear 'em Up Automobile Demolition Derby Youth Event. And the buzz bombs are making some noise out here. Oh, mercy. Got the adrenaline just a-flying. Like a number 21 was making some good time. That was Wyatt Zahner. Had the hammer down. Heading down toward the west at a high rate of speed. And the number. Once again, and get the action back underway. That was 61. Rolling down through here. That's Bentley Hall out of a Mansfield going into the number 21. Zahner out of Fulton, number 4J. Still going along. John Avers out of Elmore. 13C. Shocking, maybe having technical difficulties. It looks like possibly the flag is down on that vehicle. 61 slips sliding into the concrete barricade. Well, the 61's got the hammer down, rolling back into, I believe that was number 4J. The green flags are flying. Going to be taking them down to the last vehicle running here in this youth event. It's like for sure, we've got 4 vehicles still rolling. We lost the 929. That's a Humphrey vehicle. The number 21 has the flag down. Ryan Zahner, the 4J, as we discussed, that was John Avers out of that vehicle. The 13C, Ryan Asbury out of Coshocton. That means we've got the E13 of Ella Sabo. We got Lacey Campbell in the 07X. Lisa Dudley in the 56, and Bentley Hall in the number 61, still in contention. Looks like the E13 having a little bit of technical difficulties back there. Possibly hooked bumper to bumper with the number 61. That was Bentley Hall. That was trying to refire the 61. Looks like the E13 definitely rolling. And they are separated, and it looks like they're trying to make their way back down toward the middle of the track. And it looks like we still have all 4 of them rolling along. 07X, Lacey Campbell out of Crestline. Be right in the middle of things. The 07X has the 56 bearing down on it. Looks like the 61 down at the far end may be on the timer. Well, 07X. Reverse rollout hit. That's Lacey Campbell out of Crestline. Going side by side with Lisa Dudley out of Polk. 61, Bentley Hall. Actually, that's the E13. That's Ella Sabo out of Brunswick. Like 61 is out of contention with that flag pulled off of the doorpost. We're down to the last three. We got Ella Sabo in the E13. Ella's here out of Brunswick. 07X, Lacey Campbell out of Crestline. And the 56, Lisa Dudley. Okay, well, it looks like the E13 has ran out of time. So it looks like Ella Sabo is going to finish in third place today. Ella Sabo finishing in third place. Lacey Dudley in the 56, Lacey Campbell in the 07X. Oh, there goes the flag from the doorpost of the 56, and that means your winner in the 07X out of Crestline is going to be Lacey Campbell. Finishing in second place is the number 56 out of Polk. That is Lisa Dudley. And in third, that's going to be the E13 out of Brunswick, Ella Sabo. So congratulations to all the drivers finishing in the top three. And there is your champion waving the checkered flag. A big congratulations to Lacey Campbell out of Crestline in the number 07X with the win tonight. Again,
on the track, that is Scott Butler driving out of Ashland. Hometown driver leading the way into the mini truck event. The rest of them looks like they are slow rolling down the track. Like 0-1, little nudge, so we go. That's going to be Timothy Sanger out of Polk, rolling onto the track. The 426 out of Ashland is going to be Brian Trent. The 21Z out of Polk, that is James Sanger. The number 56 out of Ashland, looks like it's going to be Stewart. The 39K, Cody Kitworth out of Apple Creek. It looks like we're going very close to the 0-1. that base. That base. And I'm sure a little bit there as well. Big everything.
Let them go, and they're off and running here in the mini truck event of the Smash It Demolition Derby. The 56, Mr. Pedasso out of Ashland, kicking up some dust. Got the hammer down. Oh, look at him rolling in. He didn't see that until the... Oh. Gotta go ahead and turn him loose and get him back underway. Well, the 426 did have the brakes hit. He was sliding into the driver's door side of the number 39K. That's Cody Kipworth out of Apple Creek. Cody's trying to slide himself off of the end zone down here. The 56. That was his right rear tire. That's Mr. Pedasso. First name Stewart. He goes by Stu, it sounds like. Let's figure that one out. He's kicking up some smoke and dust. The 426 Brian Pritt out of Ashland rolling back toward the center with the 21Z of James Zahner right in behind him. Looks like we do have the LB Scott Buzzard on concrete barricade down at the far end. I think he might be at his end. 5 mini trucks still rolling pretty strong. The 21Z, that's James Zahner, going back into the number 21 of Timothy Zahner. Some back-to-back contact. And the 426 going to split the difference, and it looks like it popped some of the hardware off the 56 right into the back of the number 21 of Timothy Zahner's Dodge Dakota. Oh, what a back-to-back hit on the 426. That's Brian Pritt out of Ashland going back-to-back with the 39K of Cody Kipworth. Looks like we got us a fire possibly out here. I think they are. Flags fly as we're going to go ahead and turn them loose and get them back underway. I'm seeing movement out of 4 vehicles. The 21 racketed rolling. Timothy Zahner out of Hope. Threw caution to the wind in that number 21. like 56 went out here a little bit ago. The 39K, that is Cody Kentworth, just went out. So Cody is going to be finishing in third place here. Cody Kentworth out of Apple Creek finishing in third. So right now it's between the number 426. The 426, that's Brian Pritt out of Ashland. And the number 21, Timothy Zahner out of Polk. Timothy's sitting just a little cattywampus in that number 21. Continuing to make contact. 426, Brian Pritt. White minivan, hometown driver out of Ashland. The Durango just kicking up quite a bit of mud as he is hammered down. Going after Brian Pritt, the 426. Timothy Zahner of the 21, Brian Pritt in the 426. Oh, there comes quite a bit of still. Hold them up. I believe we got us fire out here. We're going to hold them up, and I think they are pulling the driver out of that vehicle, so that's automatically going to mean that we've got our winner out here, folks. Good to see that we got the 21 safely out of his vehicle, but that is an automatic win at this time for Brian Pritt out of Ashland, taking away the win. Again, good to see the number 21, Timothy Zahner out of Polk, flying out of that number 21 as it caught fire. And in third place out here, the number 39K, that is Cody Kentworth out of Apple Creek, finishing in the third place here in the mini trucks. Again, a big thank you to the Ashland Fire and Rescue for being right here, taking care of business. We certainly appreciate them being here again, not only tonight, but each and every night, 365 days a year, 24/7. They are at Ashland Fire and Rescue time. It looks like the 336 hometown driver out of Ashland, Joseph Husky, is going to lead the way. The 270 out of Lancaster, that's Charlie Scarberry. The 58 MK out of Elyria is going to be Alex Spicer. And out of Wakeman at the number 20, Danielle Ringer. The 58K out of Medina. That is Brandon Frey out from Medina, sponsored by Rittman Auto Parts. The 50 Austin McCombs out of Atwater. And the 9 Nick Bonner out of Powhatan. Looks like they do have a situation on our number 70. I think they're looking for possibly a skid steer. I think that's what they're needing down here. They may need to give this thing a push coming out. Looks like it had some mechanical issues on the 270.
Doggone, Charlie Scarberry's not coming to us. Early in.
Starting with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them go. And they're off and running here in the full-size truck event of the Smash It, Crash It, Tear 'em Up Automobile Derby. It also includes a pickup truck, full-size ones at that. The 58K, that's Brandon Frey out of Medina. Here comes the 2-0 Danielle Reader out of Wake. Big old trucks are slip sliding around the 58 MK. He did have the brakes on his pickup truck. It kind of slid into him just a little. Trying to get it out. The old college try coming down through there. And oh, look at the 5-0 up in the cone. Atwater. Three of them are rolling westbound and down. The 58K and Gray out of the Medina going nose to nose with a 9mm. 336. Joseph Tusky. Cleared out of Ashland. 20, that's out of a Wakeman. Steven Smoke never rolled off the number 58 MK. And we do. Uh-oh, that doesn't put this number 20. 20 ain't going nowhere. They just lost the drive. So 20 of Danielle Rieger out of a Wakeman. Calling it night out here. 9mm. Smoke rolling off that one. Just had something kick up in the air. Well, looks like a 9mm may have ran out of time. Got a couple of them down out at the same time. The 58, I believe it is. Put the stick down. We also lost the 9mm. Got three of them still rolling. 58 MK, that's Alex Spicer out of Elyria. On the other side, the 336, Joseph out of Ashland. And the 5-0, that's Austin McCombs out of Atwater. Well, and a hush falls over the crowd here. The 58 MK made some contact. Looks like the 5-0 Austin Combs working on it. 5-0 with some fancy footwork. Kind of slid out through here. 58 MK, Alex Spicer out of Elyria. Having a rough time with the steering on the 58 MK. It looks like he's got the Armstrong steering going on that pickup truck. Cranking as now, the 58 MK not have a lot of steering on that. You can see him hossing on it pretty hard. MK doing some shoving. The 5-0 of Austin McCombs out of Atwater pulling off to the side. 58 MK. May have stalled out. He's telling him to bring it on, and it looks like the 5-0 not quite able to make some contact. He's getting jockeyed around and lined up for position here. Well, doggone it, looks like the 58 MK just took the flag off of his doorpost, taking himself out of contention, which means the 5-0 of Austin McCombs out of Atwater is going to be taking the win here. A second place respectful finish for the number 58 MK, Alex Spicer out of Elyria, and in third, down at the far end of the track, that's the number 336. Our hometown driver out of Ashland, that's going to be Joseph Kuski with the third place finish. Again, Joseph Kuski in 336 finished in third. Alex Spicer in 58 MK second. And in first, the number 50, Austin McComb. So congratulations to those three drivers finishing in the top three. The track, like a 7X, is going to be Zach Campbell out of Crestline leading the pack. Here comes the 88. That is Dustin Gillenwater out of Collins. The number 25 out of Ashland. That's going to be Chris Smith. Here comes the number 10. That is Logan Rook out of Crestline. 64 is going to be Tyson Combs. And the 64 junior is Tyson Combs Jr. The number 415 out of Ashland is going to be Isaac Fowler. The 101 out of Mount Gilead is Tom Abner. And the 515 out of Ravenna, Hunter McPhee.
And it's stuck to my glasses.
Okay, well, it looks like they do have the track secured. Drivers and referees are all ready. So, folks, help me. Give them a countdown, starting with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them go. And they're off and running here in this pro stock full-size event. A little bit of a chess match coming around here, but we got the field separated. No man's land right there in the middle of the track. The 88 Dustin Gillenwater taking a shot from the 64 junior of Tyson Combs Jr. One. Mercy. It looks like after that last hit, that whole front end kind of popped out from underneath 101. Hold it up. Right now, it looks like 101. That's a rough time. Moving a half all. Mount Gilead, the 7X on the attack. That's Zach Campbell. 25, Chris Smith. 10, Logan westbound. Logan Rook got a press line. 5:15, Hunter McBee out of Rook. Here he comes. 88, Water has to slow down. That driver's right in his back. Good thing to do. The 515 apparently stalled out trying to get that thing on the right side. We lost the 101 Tom Adler, Mount Gilead. Also lost number 25, Chris Smith. West hit. Got movement out of 4 vehicles currently. Number 10, Logan Roland. 7X Zach Campbell. 64, Tyson Combs. Dustin Gilmore. Still battling it out. Well, it looks like 515 run out of time as well. 515 on the time to go. Unfortunately, didn't get things finished up. So we're down to 4. Down to 4 of these large cars out here. 64 still running strong. Tyson Combs right into the rear of that number 10. Let's hold them up out here. We get in the air. They're going to go ahead and turn them loose once again. Okay, well, it looks like right now the 64 of the Tyson Combs side to side, Zach Campbell, the 7X. And the 88 rolling around, it's Dustin Gillenwald. Two back underway. 88 is Dustin Gillenwater. Well, Dustin Gillenwater, number 88. Handling the 7X, Zach Campbell out of Press Line. Hold them up. I believe they did run out of time on the red car to make contact. So the 7X, going to be taking the checkered flag. The 88 went more than 1 minute without making contact here. So again, the 7X, Zach Campbell, going to be taking the win tonight. Second place is going to be the number 88. And in third is going to be the number 64, Tyson Combs.
Seven to the 7-8. That's going to be Ed Decker out of Williamstown. So we got the Pro Stock Minis coming in. Next up, we got our Street Stock Minis. The 10-9 out of Rootstown is going to be Wesley
Neff. Here comes the number 114. Up from Waverly is going to be Todd Gorman. The 53 out of Mansfield is going to be Jesse Gorman. The number 17 out of Waverly, that's going to be Tyler Boland. The number 24 out of Big Prairie, Caleb Martin. The number 608 out of Louisville is going to be Josh Burns. Number 8 out of Big Prairie, that's going to be Peyton Martin. We've got the FC40 Junior out of Rootstown. It's going to be Hutton Krieger. The 18W out of Loudonville is going to be Wyatt Flicker. Okay, and it looks like that's going to be the number 64. That is a Tyson Combs Jr. out of Sullivan. Okay, well, it looks like the track is secure. Drivers and referees are ready, and I've got me a helper up here that's going to be helping me count them down, starting with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them go! And they are underway. Mini cars rolling down through there, and look at the 7-7-7-8. Ed Decker throwing caution to the wind. My goodness. It looks like a 7-7-7-8. Quite a wallop with the number of 53 of Jesse Gorman. And they're going to be stacking a bit 4 deep right now. Like a law, 7-7-7-8. What a heck of a hard hit down there. The 8. What happened? Here. That just sparked something. Flying out here so far that looks like we've got 10-9 Western Math out of Rootstown. Drawn down through here, the 18W. Move the flag from the 4 post. That is Wyatt Tiger out of the Loudonville. A lot of damage up under that automobile. Now the 10-9 Western Math out of Rootstown. the 114 of Todd Gorman. FC 40 Junior Hutton Krieger out of Rootstown. Down the track. We just lost Wesley Neff out of Rootstown, 10-9. Well, number 8, that is Peyton Martin out of Big Prairie. Hold them up. We did have a flash of a fire, some flames coming out of the hood from the number 8, Peyton Martin. He was quickly out of there, and we did it's clear, and the green flags are flying. I'm going to go ahead and turn them loose once again. See some movement out of Josh Burns in the 608. Tyson Combs Jr. in the number 64. I believe that's the 114 of Todd Gorman. He was mixing it up with the FC 40 Jr. of Hutton Krieger out of Rootstown. Josh Burns in the 608. We're back to that 64. Tyson Combs Jr. Drivers out there, the 114 of Todd Gorman in the FC 40 Junior Hutton Krieger.
Got 11 cars out. We're out on the stretch. They're going to stretch it out. We've got 37.
Well, looks like 114 is trying to restart. Gorman puffs of smoke coming out of the exhaust of the 114. Well, and doggone it, looks like time expired on the 114. Todd Gorman. Back we're down to the last three. Got 608 Josh Burns rolling along. Josh is here out of Louisville. The FC 40 Junior Hutton Krieger out of Rootstown. We got a driver with no steering. It's going to be the number 64. Is Tyson Combs Jr. Going back and forth, but unfortunately, steering wheel is not doing much to turn that front end components on the number 64. Okay, it looks like time just expired on the 64. They're trying to get his attention. He was unable to get that thing jockeyed around and make some contact with the other vehicles that are still running out there. The 64 is going to be finishing in the third place here. It's Tyson Combs Jr. out of Sullivan. Right now, the FC40 Junior, Hutton Krieger out of Rootstown, still mixing it up with the number 608 of Josh Burns out of Louisville.
You got anything you need to take down?
What's that?
You got anything you need to take down?
Oh. That was a... Well, 608, bringing them on down. Josh Burns coming down to the infield side of the track. Going after the FC40 Junior, Hutton Krieger. And pushing his way through, going nose to nose with the 608. Looks like the FC40 Junior is reaching up. I believe something broke in the drivetrain, and that means the checkered flag is going to be heading out to the number 608 of Josh Burns out of Louisville, taking away the win in the Pro Stock Mini event. Second place is going to be the FC40 Junior, Hutton Krieger out of Aritztown. And in third, it's going to be the number 64, Tyson Combs Jr. out of Sullivan. So congratulations to those three drivers finishing in the top three of this event. Again, all of tonight's Demolition Derby action brought to you by Our Towing. That's what we like to say. A lot of good sportsmanship. Drivers out there shaking one another's hand. Congratulations. Ashland, the G13 is the next one in. Kyle Adkins out of Shelby. The 319 is going to be Tyler Stevens out of Ashland. The 05, that is going to be Aaron Eckert out of Aritztown. The number 5 is going to be Ryan Chapman out of Wellington. The 504, Matt Yenny out of Ashland. The 415 is going to be Isaac Fowler out of Ashland. The 57J, that's going to be Garrett McClure out of Creston. The 413 is going to be Brett Brighthill driving out of Ashland. The 63, that's Angelo Seitz out of Ashland. Once again, this could be a crowded house. But they did vote. We're going to do one and done. Number 3, that's going to be Chase Trefellis out of Ashland. The 9.5, Chad Auer out of Ashland. The number 31, is going to be Clay Shepler out of Kilbuck. 24, I believe, was the next one. Caleb Martin out of Big Prairie. And number 8 is next in line. Peyton Martin out of a Big Prairie. Got the double deuce coming on next. Tyler Ackerman out of Mansfield. The 317 out of Worcester is going to be Ryan Craig. 49.52 out of Ashland, Bill Krim. Number 3 is going to be Nathan Makett out of Ashland. And we've got the J5 set. That is Jesse Nichols out of Ashland. The 111 is going to be Chris Creevy. We got the 5313. That is, looks like Joe Gump out of Navarre. We got the 51, Philip Scoff out of Mount Gilead. The 117, Brett Whittle out of Worcester. The 9D out of Orville is going to be Tim Ruffner. The 712 is the next one in. It's going to be Cliff Whitman driving out of Polk. The 194, Wesley Gibbs driving out of Ashland. The 124, Evan Gibbs also out of Ashland. Number 4, that is Braden Hamer out of Wellington. I got a 14, that might be Noah McClintock. We got a number 69. It's going to be Tiny Saboltic out of Akron. We got a couple other number 4s here. We got a number 4 that might be Scott Mayers out of Worcester. And we got a number 4 Bates, that's Don Bates, coming on the track. And we got an X4, that's Don Bates Jr. out of Litchfield. 706, Thomas Grund out of a Diamond. 529, Robert Mason out of Ravenna. We got a couple more here, and it looks like we're going to fit them on in. But again, this was one of the things that they did decide in the drivers' meeting. And the 5-7W, the last one, Tyson Whitman out of Innova. We got the entire pack on the track. The straight stock minis are stacked and packed in here. We got to get this track secured first. But again, all of tonight's Demolition Derby brought to you by Our Towing, the event sponsor of the night. Again, a big thank you to them for their sponsorship of the Demolition Derby. Okay, well, it looks like the drivers and referees are all ready. So, folks, let's give them a countdown, starting with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them go! And it looks like the 413 was ready to drop the hammer. That was Brett Brighthill out of Ashland. Well, we got more room than one would think out here. As you can see, opening up a little bit. 194. Quite reflective out there. Really got that thing wrapped. The track clear. The drivers are ready to roll. A green flag drop. We are back underway. Looks like the start. All the vehicles still rolling strong. I lost one. All the way around, the green flags are waving, and we are turning them loose once again. We're going to go ahead and turn them loose once again. Get the action back underway here in the street stock mini class. yet again. The 51 throwing caution to the wind to fill up the gap. The 49, 52 Bill Grimm out of Ashland. Okay, we got some more. The green flags are up, and they are back to green. Green flags, the green flags are flying. Okay, looks like we may have a fire out here that they're checking out. Looks like the green flags are back in the air and we are underway. Oh, I can see it's moving out of the number 529. That's Robert Mason. These numbers just a little bit on the difficult side to make out. Looks like we do have the number 14. Which I believe is Noah McClintock. The 111, Chris Privy. And the 24. Caleb Martin out of Big Prairie, still showing some movement. Over to the green flag, and we're going to get this battle down to the last vehicle running. Okay, well, looks like 57W Tyson Whitman out of Nova. Still showing some signs of movement out there. Very unique on the, since they had to cut a hole in the roof of that automobile to accommodate the helmet and the mohawk on top of said helmet. flapping around, so we are going to try to get them down to the last vehicle running. Okay, I see the 111. What is the one at the 111? That's 5313. Okay. 57. Say preview. Checker flag is going to be rolling out there to the 111. That is Chris Prevey taking the win. Second place, that is going to be the number 5313. That is, looks like Joe Gump out of Navarre. In second and in third, it was down to just a split of some few seconds on the stopwatches, but that is going to go to the number 57, W. Tyson Whitman out of Inova, finishing in third place. A lot of vehicles went out very close. There was a lot of chatter between the referees, but it was